This I'll post as the beginning of my video, so there's just a short synopsis of what happened, and then you can check out the whole video if you want, but the beginning will have everything. I'm sitting in my camper right now. It's 108 outside and it's 70 right here, and I'm sitting on my bed, and that AC is over there, and it's nice because it blows directly up here on the bed, which is awesome. So I'm going to post all the pictures of the 2-hour time lapse. It took it basically 2 hours to get to 69 degrees in here with this AC, which is pretty good. And it's 1 p.m. right now and 108 outside. So these Midea ACs work amazingly. And I'll just post you all the time slots of the pictures, and then you can watch the rest of the video. Bye. So it's 103 out right now, and I got the last little bits on my truck camper. Just wanted to show you. I love my Alaskan, but I'm replacing that with this camper, and I like it. It's really neat. The Alaskan's great for getting backwoods, but you know, for long-term travel, having a shower, having something you can just walk in when you stop and get in and cook a grilled cheese and sleep is important. I've loved my pop-up Alaskan immensely, but it's a pain in the ass. It's good for occasional, but I plan on traveling most of the year, and I need something better. So I'm going with this. Just wanted to show you the latest updates here, which is I put a 12K BTU AC on. Not finished yet. I still have to trim up some of the cords, but got to trim off the excess of that goo there. That'll just come off. It's just that putty. And I have one more layer of window and a gasket that goes around. But it's working pretty nice. Look how sturdy this is. I mean, it doesn't move. It's got these two cables to put here. And I made these brackets. They're pretty nice. It took me a while. I ruined one, but I had to drill holes and then cut it with a big saw, bend them, and then paint them. Inside's kind of a mess right now, but it's only been on for like 2 minutes, but I'll post how long it takes for it to get to 70. But this thing is quiet, and it does an amazing job. And most of these bolts in here are hidden. They're right here, the big bolts that go through, and there's another set over there. They don't look too bad. I haven't painted these yet. I will. And these here. But this whole thing is solid, like it's not moving anywhere. I felt confident this is good. And behind this, I haven't mounted this yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to move it up or over, or maybe make a shelf. Let me show you. This is just sitting here at the moment. These are the big structures holding the top piece. I like these. I can cut them short and make the thing fit, or I can make use of this and make a nice drop shelf or something right here, and that's probably what I'm going to do. These are beefy. And that way, you know, I didn't want it to look too hokey, so I'll probably end up painting all the metal screws brown, and these ones for sure. And we'll see. I'm liking it. So far, I mean, if it can beat the heat here in Arizona in a truck camper in full sunlight, this is going to work on the road. And the power draw is super low. I know because I tested it on my Alaskan. My Alaskan runs this air conditioner with an I think it's got a 1500 watt inverter. It might be an 18, but it fires it up and runs it fine. And the power draw on max is 700 watts. But once it gets up to operating temperature, and because it's 1200 BTU, it will in 20 minutes or so in this place, it drops down to as low as like 200 watts. If it's on at night, 1 or 200, it slows down, speeds up, slow down, and even the daytime is probably operating about 400 watts. Amazing air conditioning. Mideas. This is identical to their U-shaped one, but it's not a U one. It's just a traditional, but this one has a heat pump built in too. The heat pump does take more. I'm estimating about 1,000 watts. That's where I'm at. It's a mess in here. You can see all the stuff in work. I'm glad to have a home base to have all this crap. Should have the AC 100% done today, and then next project is solar along the entire roof. It's a big project, and I'm going to paint those brown too. I was real happy with how these look. They come out really nice and they're sturdy. And these are all lock nuts, those nylocks. Real pain getting these in. I had to take the cover off the AC, put it in there, rebolt it. But over here, the next project is the roof. And the roof has a slope, as you can see. Or maybe you can or can't, but it's curved slightly. That's what this stick is up here. It's showing me how much on the edge the curve is going to be, so how high it is. Because I'm going to run the rails right along the edge. These panels over here are exactly the same width as the roof of that. It's monster panels. They're 550 watts each, and 3 of them, so that should give me quite a bit of power. What is that, 1650 watts? If I can't, I'm not sure I can put the third one on, but I can put 2 on for sure, which will still be 1100 watts. And go on that truck. And actually, this will last, even though it pops down, it's kind of squared off. I think my mileage will be either the same or better with this truck camper. And for the rails, this is a pain to transport. These are 18-foot long pieces, but these big aluminum pieces, I'm going to paint them. They're pretty thick. VHB along the roof. And I'm going to put 1 bolt on one end and 1 on the other. Just 2 bolts. Just in case. I don't trust only VHB tape, especially that big. I'll probably do 3 bolts actually. But this is the same setup that's been on my 5th wheel for years. And it's been through crazy storms. I'll show you the 5th wheel. Let's see. Got it parked over here on the edge. I've been actually I stay in it pretty much full time, even though my house is up there somewhere. I like my 5th wheel. But you can see this big aluminum rails there. They're the same thing. There's just a bolt on each end, and then VHB, and it's lasted for whatever it is, 7 years or something, with 3 house panels on it too. But these are a lot older, so much less power output. So I'm gonna do similar with this truck camper, except I'm not going to make it tiltable. There's no easy way to make them tiltable on that. Wow, it's crazy bright out here. Anyways, that's my plans. We'll see how it goes. Hope you're all having a good time. I'm still working on diet and exercise. Not going as well as I want, but I'll be motivated. While on the road, it's easy to do. It's at home, you get too comfortable. It's hard to do that stuff. Anyways, friends, sorry, a month ago or so, I kind of disappeared for a while. Got fed up with people for a bit. I don't know if that's something that happens as you get older. I just had to disappear. But I'm good now. Glad to see you. Glad to read all your posts and stuff. Hate to see everything getting so political now. You know, I try to keep my mouth shut. Every once in a while, someone posts something I have to comment on. I don't want to. I do not want to comment about politics. I wish my friends would stop too, because nobody's going to change their mind. You're either one way or the other, and I realize that. I just accept my friends as they are. And I hope you do too. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.